and I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. There's some ugly motherfuckers in England.
In United States too.
In general. When you go to Brazil, you see so many beautiful people. Just beautiful people. Same thing about Colombia too. They're just beautiful. They're like beautiful people. Like my man said, Brazil is the land. Every 1 minute you see a bad chick in Brazil. If you're on the beach in Ipanema, Copacabana, Leblon, every 1 minute you will see a bad chick in Brazil. That's facts.
And that's just everywhere outside of the West. I mean, it's because they're not feeding us right. Every other country, the majority of the women are slim. And slim women are beautiful because it's not hard for a woman to be beautiful as long as they're not overweight.
He doesn't have to be super tall. He doesn't have to be short. I just want a man that make me feel protected. Like a man that I feel protected with, that's a plus. And he doesn't have to be 7'2" or like super tall like NBA player. It's just about me feeling secure around that man.
When is the last time that you heard a Western modernized woman talk about she wants to be with a man that she feels protected with? When? What's so interesting about their exchange is that the narrative is that these women are all dumb and uneducated and don't know how to speak and like eat grilled locusts and cockroaches for dinner and all of this other stuff like that, when clearly she speaks great English. She obviously knows how to put sentences together. So she's educated and she's dressed well, looks exceptionally clean, does not look destitute. So what do y'all have to say now?
Now, brother, in Thailand, they do be eating insects. I did see a beautiful girl standing at a stand that looked like a popcorn stand, ordering some insects, put in a bag.
Really do believe that modern feminism encourages male absence. It encourages it because it's become toxic. They use terms like toxic masculinity, right? And I say to myself, all of their examples of the idea of what it means to be a man now is toxic. They think, oh, this is a man. Masculinity is wrong. There's something inherently wrong with being a masculine man. And to me, I always say that it was toxic masculinity that saved me. You know, I had a healthy fear of my grandfather. Nobody played around with my grandfather. We still don't play around with my grandfather, you know, and it's just, there's a certain level of respect when you're in his home. There are rules. And because I had that healthy fear, I was, I guess, more responsive to that sort of authority when I had to go out in real life. You know, I believed in structure. And yet this version of feminism today, we have women that are basically promoting men should act like women, right? And women should act like men. There's all this confusion. You can pick your gender, you can do what you want. And ultimately what I think it's doing is feeding into this idea of a breakdown of the family.
We're talking about simping, right? Yeah. The thing is with the women in the Western world, and women in the Western world, they seem like they want guys to simp.
Do you know why?
Hang on, wait. They want guys to simp for them. Okay? So what happens is when a man simps for a woman, right, it puts him in the feminine and it puts a woman in her masculine. Yeah. And so what happens is that the man starts to be a woman and the woman starts to be a man. And so what happens, and so I'm just saying, and so what happens is that the dynamics of the relationship get skewed. And so women, while they may like, because women generally lack attention, you're women, you lack attention, right? However, too much attention from a simp, you ain't gonna respect him.
I mean, just think of the guys that you guys have liked the most. I mean, were they really simping for you, or they weren't giving you the attention you wanted?
Do you know what? A man you only feel like the woman is taking the man's role if the man is not providing and doing the masculine, being the masculine that he needs to be. Because a woman will automatically go into a feminine energy as soon as she finds that alpha male, whatever you want to call it.
Do you know? I think why would men provide traditionally when they don't get traditional women?
Exactly.
But like how many of us are 22-year-old virgins on here?
I think he broke that down real nice. I don't think women know what they want, and we know that selective femininity statement is not true. What if a man decides to be selectively masculine? Other than that, he's going to be feminine. How will women like that?
You can make at least 150,000.
Okay, you make 150,000?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. What about you?
Around that same amount.
100. You make 150?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I make about 70. I make about 70, but he got to make more than me.
Okay. What about you?
I'm with that. Over 150.
And you make 150?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But he need to make more than it.
Okay, so why do you feel a man needs to make more money than you?
Because he's the provider.
And what are you?
Not no roommate. Sprinkle.
So let me ask you a question. I don't know nothing about that. So let me ask you a question. If your man make more than you, do you think the bill should be 50-50?
I'm not doing 50-50.
What you doing?
Nothing. He can handle it.
$150,000 ain't a lot of money.
It's not, but he can handle it.
Okay, what you doing in your relationship?
I'm going to do 40.
What you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, so which one of y'all married? Thanks.
I mean, old girl says she'll do 40. That's respectable. The rest is crazy that women think they can make as much money as a man and they don't have to put nothing towards the future of the family. Nothing towards making sure this man is doing good. They spend all the man's money and they spend all their own money. And brothers, this is why we passport, where we can deal with women who are more reasonable, because the standards today in America are not reasonable, especially for how the women act. Now, if you're a stay-at-home wife and you're taking care of me and the family, then yes, 100% is good. But if you're out working and I'm having to help take care of the house, you need to be putting some towards them bills.
Oh my goodness. Passports up, everything else down. That's what you say in front of them. And all of them single. Single. Like, that's crazy. Y'all settle for that, yo. You could take that 150 plus K and go overseas, or when you're ready to go overseas, you save it and stack it and put it aside and make it grow for you. Y'all settling for that. You dudes got problems, man. I don't care if you're in California, Utah, Arizona, New York, Jersey, Miami. You're settling for that. I want me a nice, slim little joint. Not nothing that's overweight that got demands. Passports up. Oh man, whenever you see this symbol, that means passports up, everything else down. Go overseas. This is sad y'all settling for that. And all of them single. Nobody wants to really be with, Then y'all worried about what we doing overseas if we married and stuff. Worry about the United States first. You can't even get these women married.
Oh, you need to make...
Only one of them women could possibly demand a woman who makes over 150K.